Have you noticed that your mornings don't feel the way they once did? If you're over 50 and certain parts of your life aren't responding like they used to, you're far from alone. Here's something that may surprise you. Most men already begin every day with a cup of coffee. But very few realize that this simple morning habit can become much more than a source of caffeine. With just a few ordinary ingredients that are probably already sitting in your kitchen, that daily cup may help support healthier circulation, steadier energy, and even improve the physical performance that many men quietly worry about as they get older. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, a urologist who has spent the last 7 years helping men over the age of 50 regain confidence, improve their vitality, and feel stronger both physically and mentally. Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple morning routine that transforms regular coffee into a drink designed to support your body's natural performance. There's no need for expensive supplements, no complicated devices, and no miracle products promising impossible results. Instead, we're going to focus on practical science-backed ingredients that work alongside your body's own systems. Before we begin, I'd appreciate one small favor. Take a second to press the like button, leave a comment telling me where you're watching from, and subscribe with notifications turned on. That way, you'll never miss future videos filled with straightforward advice to help you protect your health, maintain your strength, and enjoy life with greater confidence. Now, let's talk about something many men misunderstand. When morning performance begins to decline after the age of 50, most people immediately blame testosterone. While hormones certainly play an important role, they're often not the biggest reason behind the changes you're experiencing. At the same time, the tiny arteries responsible for carrying blood where it's needed most begin to narrow little by little. That combination makes it harder for blood to flow efficiently throughout the body. A regular cup of coffee may give you a quick boost because of its caffeine, but that effect doesn't solve the underlying cause. It simply provides temporary stimulation while the real problem remains untouched. Think of it like placing fresh paint over a cracked wall instead of repairing the foundation behind it. The appearance changes for a short time, but the weakness underneath is still there. What your body truly needs is better nutritional support. You need ingredients that encourage healthy blood flow, help maintain hormonal balance, and provide lasting energy rather than a short-lived spike. The encouraging news is that these ingredients are neither rare nor expensive. Over the past 7 years, I've worked with thousands of men from every background imaginable. I've cared for construction workers, engineers, teachers, retired military veterans, business owners, and countless others who believed their healthiest years were already behind them. Many arrived feeling frustrated because they thought medication was their only remaining option. But time after time, we discovered that meaningful improvements often started with surprisingly simple lifestyle adjustments. The answers weren't always found inside a prescription bottle. Very often, they began with everyday foods combined with smarter daily habits. Morning coffee happens to be one of the easiest places to start. Unfortunately, most people either drink it plain or load it with sugar without realizing they're missing a valuable opportunity. When prepared the right way, coffee becomes more than a beverage that helps you wake up. It becomes an effective delivery system for nutrients that support healthier blood vessels, better energy production, and overall male wellness. Timing matters as well. Adding the right ingredients early in the day allows your body to benefit from them when your natural biological processes are becoming active, helping support circulation and metabolism throughout the hours ahead. Today, I'll walk you through 5 simple additions that can completely change the way your morning coffee works for you. For each one, I'll explain not only what it does inside your body, but also why those biological effects matter in everyday life, so you understand exactly how these small changes may influence your energy, confidence, and overall well-being. Let's begin with the first ingredient, one that many people already have sitting in their kitchen cabinet without realizing how valuable it can be. That ingredient is cinnamon. Cinnamon is much more than a spice that makes coffee smell warm and comforting. When used correctly, it can become one of the simplest daily habits to support healthier circulation and more stable energy levels. However, there is one important detail that many people overlook. Not every type of cinnamon offers the same benefits. For everyday use, I recommend Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, because it contains much lower amounts of coumarin, making it a safer option for regular consumption than cassia cinnamon. That small difference matters when you're planning to make this part of your morning routine for months or even years. Now, let's look at what cinnamon actually does inside the body. One of its biggest strengths is helping the body maintain healthier blood sugar levels. Instead of allowing blood sugar to rise sharply and then fall just as quickly, cinnamon helps smooth out those fluctuations. You might be wondering why that has anything to do with male performance. The connection is actually very important. Repeated blood sugar spikes can gradually damage the delicate lining of your blood vessels, and the smallest arteries in your body are usually the first to suffer. The tiny blood vessels that supply the penis are incredibly narrow, even thinner than many people realize, making them especially vulnerable to poor circulation. When those vessels begin to lose their flexibility, blood flow becomes less efficient. Without healthy blood flow, reliable erections become much more difficult to achieve and maintain. Cinnamon contains natural plant compounds called polyphenols that help protect those blood vessels while supporting healthier circulation over time. This doesn't create an overnight transformation. Instead, it helps your body function the way it was designed to function. That steady support is exactly what many men need as they grow older. The emotional benefits can be just as meaningful. When your circulation improves and your body begins responding more consistently, you stop spending so much time worrying about whether everything will work when the moment arrives. Instead of carrying doubt into your relationship, you begin feeling more relaxed and more confident. That confidence often reduces stress. And lower stress creates an even better environment for healthy performance. Everything inside the body works together. When one system improves, others often improve along with it. Adding cinnamon to your routine couldn't be easier. Start snorts with 1/4 teaspoon mixed into your morning coffee each day. Most people notice that their energy feels steadier throughout the morning instead of rising quickly and crashing before lunchtime. Many also find that they experience fewer caffeine jitters, making their coffee feel smoother and more balanced. I remember one gentleman who came to see me at the age of 58. He worked as a contractor, spending long hours on construction sites that demanded both physical strength and mental focus. By early afternoon, he was completely exhausted. He relied on extra coffee just to make it through the rest of the workday. After making several small lifestyle improvements, including adding cinnamon to his morning coffee, he noticed something unexpected. His energy no longer disappeared after lunch. Instead of searching for a place to sit down or needing another cup of coffee, he felt steady, productive, and alert until the end of the day. Sometimes the biggest improvements come from habits that seem almost too simple to matter. Now, let's move to the second ingredient. If your goal is improving circulation naturally, this may be one of the most valuable additions you can make. I'm talking about unsweetened cocoa powder, and I want to emphasize one word here, unsweetened. This is not the sugary powder used to make hot chocolate. It's real dark cocoa with no added sugar. The reason it's so valuable comes down to a group of natural compounds known as flavonoids. One flavonoid in particular, called epicadocin, has been widely studied for its ability to support the production of nitric oxide inside the body. Remember the nitric oxide we discussed earlier? It's the signaling molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing blood to move more freely wherever it's needed. As men grow older, natural nitric oxide production tends to decline. That's one of the reasons circulation gradually becomes less efficient with age. By providing your body with cocoa's natural flavonoids, you're helping support that important process instead of simply depending on temporary stimulation. Better nitric oxide activity means healthier blood vessel function. Healthier blood vessels mean improved circulation throughout the entire body, including the areas that matter most for male performance. Over time, this may contribute to firmer, more dependable erections, while also benefiting your heart, brain, and muscles. Healthy circulation is never limited to just one part of the body. When your cardiovascular system functions well, nearly every organ benefits. The difference isn't only physical. Many men describe a noticeable change in the way they feel mentally. Improved blood flow often brings a greater sense of alertness, sharper focus, and renewed confidence during everyday activities. You simply feel more engaged with life again. That's an improvement worth paying attention to. Using cocoa is simple. Just stir 1 level teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder into your morning coffee. It creates a rich, smooth flavor that's surprisingly similar to a cafe-style mocha, but without loading your body with unnecessary sugar. There's another advantage that many people don't expect. Cocoa contains naturally occurring compounds including anandamide-like substances and phenethylamine, which are associated with supporting a healthy mood and promoting a greater sense of well-being. In other words, this small addition may benefit not only your circulation, but also the way you feel mentally throughout the day. When your mind and body are working together, staying active, productive, and connected with the people around you becomes much easier. Now, let's move to the third ingredient, one that has been valued for centuries in traditional nutrition. I'm talking about maca root powder. This remarkable plant grows high in the mountains of Peru, where it has been used for generations to help support stamina, endurance, and overall vitality. Many people casually refer to it as nature's Viagra, but that nickname doesn't really explain how it works. Unlike prescription medications that temporarily increase blood flow, maca supports your body in a much gentler and more natural way. Rather than forcing a short-term response, it helps nourish the systems involved in energy production, hormone balance, and physical resilience. That's an important distinction. Maca contains 19 amino acids, along with valuable minerals such as magnesium and zinc, plus several unique plant compounds that may help support healthy testosterone production and overall male wellness. Its goal isn't to overwhelm your body. Its goal is to help your body perform more efficiently on its own. That means the benefits usually appear gradually instead of overnight. Many men notice that they simply begin feeling more like themselves again. Their motivation improves, their physical energy increases, their workouts feel stronger, their recovery becomes easier, and they often report feeling mentally sharper and emotionally more balanced as well. That renewed sense of resilience can make an enormous difference in everyday life. Instead of feeling drained before the day has even begun, you wake up with a greater willingness to stay active, spend time with your family, and enjoy the activities you once looked forward to. Adding maca to your routine is easy. Mix 1 teaspoon into your morning coffee about 3 or 4 times each week. Unlike caffeine, which acts within minutes, maca works through consistency. Most men begin noticing meaningful improvements after 2 to 3 weeks of regular use. Patience is important because you're supporting your body's natural systems rather than trying to force an immediate result. Its flavor is mild, slightly nutty, and has a pleasant malt-like taste that blends surprisingly well with coffee. If you're shopping for maca, you'll probably notice different varieties. Yellow maca is considered the mildest and is an excellent choice for general wellness. Red maca is often selected by men interested in supporting long-term prostate health. Black maca is commonly preferred by those looking to maximize physical energy, stamina, and exercise performance. Whichever variety you choose, consistency will matter far more than expecting instant changes. Now, let's continue with the fourth ingredient, one that often surprises people the first time they hear about it. Coconut oil. At first glance, adding oil to coffee may sound unusual. In fact, many people dismiss the idea before ever trying it. But once you understand the science behind it, the combination starts to make much more sense. Your body relies on healthy fats to produce many important hormones, including testosterone. Hormone production doesn't happen efficiently without the right building blocks. Coconut oil provides medium-chain triglycerides, commonly known as MCTs. These fats are different from many other dietary fats because they're absorbed and processed very quickly. After you consume them, your liver rapidly converts them into usable energy rather than storing them for later. That means you receive a more consistent source of fuel throughout the morning instead of depending entirely on caffeine for energy. Steadier energy allows you to stay focused, physically active, and mentally alert without experiencing the dramatic highs and lows that many people associate with multiple cups of coffee. At the same time, supplying your body with healthy fats helps provide the raw materials needed for normal hormone production. When your hormones, metabolism, and energy systems all receive proper nutritional support, your overall sense of well-being naturally improves. The emotional effect is often easy to notice. When you aren't fighting constant fatigue, your confidence begins to return on its own. You become more engaged in conversations. You approach work with greater focus. You participate more actively in family life. And instead of feeling like you're simply getting through the day, you begin feeling prepared to make the most of it. To get started, blend 1 teaspoon of coconut oil into your coffee. Using a small blender, milk frother, or handheld mixer creates a smooth, creamy texture that's very similar to a specialty latte. If you've never used coconut oil this way before, begin with a smaller amount and gradually increase it over time. Some people need a short adjustment period while their digestive system becomes accustomed to the added healthy fats. Starting slowly is usually the most comfortable approach and allows your body to adapt naturally. Now, let's talk about the fifth and final ingredient, one that has earned its place in traditional medicine across many cultures for hundreds of years. I'm referring to ginger. Whether you choose fresh ginger root or the powdered version, this simple ingredient can become a valuable addition to your morning routine. What makes ginger so impressive is that it supports several important systems in the body at the same time. From improving circulation to helping reduce inflammation, its benefits extend well beyond simply adding flavor to your coffee. Inside ginger are natural compounds called gingerols and shogals, which have been studied for their ability to promote healthy blood vessel function. These compounds encourage blood vessels to relax, allowing blood to circulate more efficiently throughout the body. Better circulation means that oxygen and nutrients are delivered more effectively to your muscles, organs, and tissues, including those responsible for healthy male performance. But ginger's benefits don't stop there. Chronic snorts inflammation becomes increasingly common as we age, and over time, it can interfere with many of the body's normal functions. By helping the body manage inflammation, ginger supports overall cardiovascular health while creating a healthier internal environment for long-term wellness. Research has also suggested that regular ginger consumption may help support healthy testosterone levels while contributing to improved sperm count and motility. Although no single food can completely transform your health overnight, consistently giving your body the nutrients it needs can make a meaningful difference over time. Supporting testicular function isn't only about fertility. It's also about preserving the hormonal balance that influences energy, strength, mood, and confidence throughout everyday life. Many men tell me that once they begin taking better care of these foundational aspects of their health, they simply feel stronger. They think more clearly. They have more energy to stay active, and they begin trusting their bodies again instead of constantly worrying about what may or may not happen. Adding ginger to your coffee is remarkably simple. If you're using fresh ginger, slice off a thin piece and allow it to steep in your coffee while it's hot. If powdered ginger is more convenient, use about 1/4 teaspoon. Fresh ginger contains aromatic oils that provide a bright, refreshing flavor and immediate benefits, while powdered ginger offers a more concentrated form that's easy to use every day. Either option can fit comfortably into a consistent morning routine. Now, before you rush into your kitchen and start mixing every ingredient together, let me offer one important piece of advice. More isn't always better. Trying all 5 ingredients on your very first day may leave your digestive system working much harder than necessary. Your body responds best when changes are introduced gradually. The goal is to create habits that are sustainable, comfortable, and easy to maintain for years, not just for a few days. Here's the approach I usually recommend. During your first week, begin with only cinnamon. Add 1/4 teaspoon to your morning coffee each day and simply pay attention to how you feel. Notice whether your energy stays more consistent throughout the morning. Pay attention to your focus, your mood, and even the quality of your sleep that night. Once that feels like a normal part of your routine, move into the second week by adding 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder alongside the cinnamon. Now you're supporting healthier blood sugar control while also giving your body additional compounds that encourage nitric oxide production and healthier circulation. Continue observing the small changes. Sometimes the improvements happen so gradually that you only recognize them after looking back a few weeks later. During the third week, introduce 1 teaspoon of maca powder about 3 times per week. Remember that maca works through consistency rather than speed. Give your body time to respond naturally. Many men begin noticing improvements in their overall energy, stamina, motivation, and morning performance after using it regularly for several weeks. Then once you reach the 4th week, decide whether you'd like to add coconut oil or ginger first. Both are excellent choices, and either one can complement the routine you've already built. Some men enjoy the creamy texture and lasting energy that coconut oil provides, while others appreciate the refreshing flavor and circulation-supporting properties of ginger. Choose whichever one feels like the better fit for your preferences and lifestyle. Throughout this process, keep track of your progress. Notice your energy levels when you wake up. Pay attention to your workouts. Observe your mood during the day. And of course, be honest with yourself about any changes you notice in your morning performance and overall confidence. Many men report meaningful improvements within 2 to 3 weeks, while others continue seeing gradual progress over the course of a month or longer. The important thing is consistency. Once these habits become part of your normal morning routine, they no longer feel like extra work. They simply become another investment in your long-term health. If you're someone who prefers keeping things as simple as possible, here's an easy shortcut. Mix cinnamon and unsweetened cocoa powder together in advance and store them in a small airtight container. Each morning, add 1 spoonful of the mixture directly into your coffee. The entire process takes only a few seconds, making it almost impossible to skip, even on your busiest mornings. Sometimes the easiest habits are the ones that last the longest. If you enjoy taking a little extra time on weekends, there's another option you may want to try. Prepare what I like to call a simple morning power coffee. Start with your favorite freshly brewed coffee. Add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, and a small slice of fresh ginger. Blend everything together until the drink becomes smooth and creamy. The result is a rich, satisfying cup of coffee that not only tastes great, but also provides your body with several ingredients that support healthy circulation, lasting energy, and overall vitality. More importantly, it transforms an ordinary morning habit into a routine that works in your favor every single day. Gentlemen, I want you to remember something that many people need to hear. Growing older does not mean your body has stopped responding. It simply means your body may need better support than it did 20 or 30 years ago. Small, consistent habits practiced every morning can gradually rebuild confidence, improve energy levels, and help you feel more like yourself again. I've seen this happen with men in their 60s, 70s, and even well into their 80s. Many of them believed the changes they were experiencing were permanent and that nothing could be done. Yet, after making practical improvements to their daily routine, they were surprised by how much better they felt, both physically and mentally. That's why I always encourage men to focus on long-term health instead of chasing quick fixes. Real improvement rarely comes from searching for a miracle solution. It comes from supporting the body's natural systems day after day with smart decisions that are easy to maintain. Healthy circulation, balanced nutrition, regular movement, quality sleep, stress management. These are the habits that create lasting results. The ingredients we've discussed today aren't magic. They don't replace medical care when it's needed, and they aren't intended to cure medical conditions. What they do is provide your body with nutritional support that complements a healthy lifestyle and encourages your natural biological processes to function at their best. When your body receives the right support consistently, it often responds in remarkable ways. You begin waking up with more energy, you feel stronger during the day, your confidence gradually returns, and perhaps most importantly, you stop thinking of age as a limitation and start viewing it as another stage of life that can still be filled with strength, purpose, and vitality. So, here's a simple challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, choose just one of these ingredients and add it to your coffee. Don't try to change everything at once. Start with one small improvement and stay consistent with it. Pay attention to how your body responds over the next several weeks. Notice your energy. Observe your circulation. Watch how your mood changes, and see whether your overall confidence begins to improve as these small habits become part of your daily routine. I'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me what you usually put in your morning coffee. Have you ever tried any of the ingredients we discussed today? If not, which one are you planning to start with first? Your experience could encourage another man who may be facing the same challenges but hasn't yet taken that first step. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing this video with a friend, a brother, or someone you care about. Sometimes the most meaningful gift we can offer another person is practical information that encourages them to take better care of their health. And if you're interested in straightforward, evidence-informed conversations about men's health after 50, make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications so you won't miss future videos. My goal is simple: no fear, no judgment, no unrealistic promises, just practical strategies that can help you stay healthier, stronger, and more confident as the years go by. Always remember this: getting older is not the same as giving up your vitality. The small decisions you make every morning can shape how you feel for the rest of the day, and those daily choices can eventually shape the quality of your life. Keep taking care of yourself, stay active, stay consistent, and never underestimate what your body is capable of when you give it the support it deserves. I'm Dr. Rose, and I want to leave you with one final reminder. Your best years are not necessarily behind you. With the right habits, the right mindset, and steady commitment to your health, some of your strongest, most confident years may still be waiting just ahead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.